And we are live. I should write that. And live.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are,
So,
sorry?
no, I just want to say before we start, I just want to say loudly and clearly to everyone in the audience, now that the audience is completely empty, this game does reflect our views and political stances. Everything we do is 100% in line with our own views.
Yes, you know what? Fuck it. I will disclose this beforehand. There may be some stuff that ends up getting revealed in this LP, in this, this game experience of ours. That maybe you might look at me a little bit differently.
Yeah, it is Void playing this time around. I'm
Yes.
backsitting because I already finished that game, so I wouldn't have a fresh perspective on it.
You know, I can't make this clear enough, and I feel like I feel like I evoke it on my Twitter, regardless of the things I tweet or say on there. My mentality is don't be an unprovoked asshole. Don't start shit where it doesn't exist. Don't start shit if you don't want to get hit or if you can't hit back hard enough. Oh wow, hi V-Fig. Long time no see. I really want to stress that I don't have a desire to put down any people for whatever reason that may be. My mentality is that you're only going to have negativity coming your way if you work to put negativity out in the universe. And I say that in the mentality of working from the perspective that those people who continue to roll around in and languish and embellish their negativity deserve what is coming to them. Those who receive it unprovoked, unsolicited, uninitiated, they are not deserving of the negativity they received, especially, you know, again, if they haven't taken any actions to do some wrong.
Hey, Max.
I
agree for the most part, yeah.
I have done wrong things to people, and I have wronged people, and I have done bad things and wrong things, but attempt to apply a universality to your thinking and what you say, and you can, for the most part, direct yourself properly in life. And we're just gonna delete all of these really quick, and I can't delete them from here, so I can't do that.
Did you had an option quick load game? Click one and you have delete selected at the bottom, so maybe it's just... Yeah, I think it's just one by one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you loaded it, yeah.
Sorry, hang on!
So, how far did you get on your initial playthrough? Like 1 day in or something like that?
Yes, I was about a day in. I got to the first major monologue.
Hold shift, click the last, says Tinos.
Delete. Click, enter, click, enter, click, enter, click, enter, click, enter.
Faitus said click first, then click the last one.
Hold shift to click the last.
Oh, there we
go. Thank you so much.
That's
thank
easier.
you. Theta Sane, thank you for that, and thank you for stopping in.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to click out of load game. Options. How do I... There we go. I'll save the later. Game done.
Game done. Good job.
Yeah, we did it. All right, thanks for coming to our Disco Elysium stream. We'll see you Wednesday.
Any percent speedrun.
Yep, done. Done and done. Look, there's going to be some stuff and things that are said by the character in which I am potentially projecting myself onto as I play this game. if you have a problem or issue with something I say, I am more than happy to talk to you about it. I
The
have
thing,
multiple
no,
online acquaintances, and even Tito, I think, will vouch for it, that there are going to be things that we don't always agree on. But at the end of the
oh
day,
yeah,
as long as we are understanding and sympathetic towards each other, uh, and empathetic, that's what matters, is that we are understanding. When we go past that understanding and take personal offense and don't explain that, that's when the problems occur. That's what I feel sources a lot of issues these days. But we're not going to get into super deep, overly emotional stuff here. We're here to explore what is probably one of the best RPGs out there. So good that both Tidu and I are still waiting with is the term with bated breath
that
on
is it. Yeah.
when the core rule books are going to be announced for this.
Oh yeah, totally.
Um,
I am going to run this as a one shot at least, but for sure.
yeah,
Uh,
if we do, I will harass him that it happens on this channel with an appropriate crew. But we are the intent is to at some point run a disco campaign if we can, even if it's
Also,
just a one shot.
Vivek, to quote The Simpsons, all of our cardboard is made from some percent of recycled paper. How much? Zero. That's still a percentage.
So, uh, I don't foresee the first hour of this being character creation like it was with a certain other person, a certain Darlington, if you will. But it might be long, so be aware. The first chunk of this is probably just going to be character creation. So let's get into it. Let's begin Disco Elysium. We're gonna go into full-on character creation.
Of course.
Okay, so
We've got
let's.
3, 6, 9, 12 points to spare, basically, with minimum one each in each category.
Okay. All right.
What kind of cop are you? I always, when it comes to RPGs, I have a very heavy bias towards like social and intellectual skills because I always want to see the most dialogue. But luckily, that's not the case here because everything is dialogue because everything is a voice in your head. So I think that was very smart of them.
So I feel this is accurate. I am good with my brain, and I am emotionally sensitive. My motor skills, I literally had a slip and fall each day on the past work shifts that I've had.
Oh damn!
Yeah, well, and I'm talking like stupid shit. Like I stepped onto the step of the side of the truck. Um, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Max saying 1155 gang.
I mean, you can do that.
Um. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing. I literally 1 minute. So minute one of the game, Harry is going to trip over his own trousers and die. His name is Harry. Aww.
We'll see.
Okay. Um. I was attempting to step up into the truck to get the totes from one of the driver leads who I was helping with the rescue. Oh, okay, cool. His name is randomized, or is determined at a later point. That's interesting. I ended up falling forward and hit my knee. Now I remember why my left knee hurts so much. Now I got back up and I was fine, but still, I have a neurological condition where, because of repeated concussions to the head of being too tall and hitting my head on door frames and low steps and low step ceilings and all that kind of shit, you know, it's embarrassing and it does leave permanent damage.
Yeah.
I have played this. I just haven't made it that far to actually learn his name.
The Void played like one day of it and stopped because, hey, Final Cut got announced, so this is good stream material.
And
As everyone decided, hey,
God, I don't
Quadratic.
think it's out there anymore because I don't think I saved the VOD, but there is a stream out there of me doing the voices for, I shit you not, 2 to 3 hours worth of gameplay.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Hi, Claus is sick.
Well, let's go
I am
forward.
good with my intellect. I don't apply it to the way I should. I am emotionally intelligent, but I can be a bit dull and dense at times when my emotions are not tied into it.
My character sheet would be 1, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah, no problems, Repig. I wasn't like that upset. I was like, oh, is that really his name? That's kind of like generic cop name, but oh well. But
The second, I guess with issues.
if I am thinking in according to what it would be, this would be accurate. My motor skills are exclusive to my hand-eye coordination, and that is almost explicit with video games. I don't think how good you drive a car is directly tied to your dexterity.
More points into self-respect? Yeah, maybe one day. For now, I am maxing out my... But, oh jeez. The video editing skills, I guess that's in motorics.
My physique. I have done about 4 or 5 house moves in my life.
I mean, up until recently, you were lifting packages for a living, so...
Mm-hmm. I can lift. I just get worn out very easily because I'm out of shape. I'm a big fat guy. It can't be helped.
Yeah. Click
so
next. We've got some
accurate.
skills.
I slip and fall over my own feet. This seems accurate.
That happened to me.
This means I'm not getting my tie down from the fan. I'm not getting it at all.
We'll see.
All right.
And their skills.
Oh fuck.
Do you want to read all that, or do you want a quick rundown? Because you've got info there on the right. All of them are described very vividly.
How many points do I have to spend?
Right now, just one. You have tweak one signature skill.
Oh, I'm setting a signature and then a supplemental one?
No, just signature. It gives you +1 in that skill, and then every skill in that category can be raised one more. You have a bigger threshold, but that's it. Everything you can adjust on the way with the skill points, no problem. So, logic is deduction, encyclopedia is your knowledge of trivia, rhetoric is how well you can bring up points in a discussion, drama is lying and knowing when somebody is lying, it's acting. Conceptualization is your art skill, basically. Visual calculus is the cop skill. You see how this glass was broken, what hit it, how people moved on the scene, and so on.
Forensic analysis, yeah.
Basically, yeah. Okay, suggestion is your charisma, basically. It's your force of personality. Esprit de corps is your cop sense, how well you understand other cops, and even if they're not there. Sorta. That is still coming. Authority is what it says. It's your assertivity and how you can assert yourself against others. Empathy is empathy. Not much to say there. How well you understand the feelings of others. Inland Empire is the Lynch skill. It's your imagination.
Yeah.
And the gut feeling. Volition is your mental health, basically. It's keeping yourself together. Endurance is your physical health. Pain threshold lets you shrug off some attacks. So sometimes when, for example, you get hit, you get a roll for pain threshold, and if you pass it, you get the HP back because it didn't hurt that much. Physical instrument is your strength. Electrochemistry is the addiction sense. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, basically. Shivers is the gut feeling, the streetwise skill, how well you understand the streets, how the city works. Half-light is the fight or flight response, basically. Composure is mental composure. How well you can adjust yourself to situations. Interfacing is like manual dexterity, how well you work with machines. Savoir-faire is general dexterity, jumping, running, stuff like that. Reaction speed is pretty self-evident. So is perception, I think. That's your sense. And hand-eye coordination is, yeah, grabbing stuff. It's your gamer skill. So, if you were to assign yourself to one of these, what would that be?
I'm thinking.
Sure.
Is it going to be bad if I set a signature skill to one that's in the low?
No,
score?
that's a way to correct it as well. You can do that, no problem. And then if you set a signature skill to a low skill of yours, you will be able to put 2 points into them, not just one. Because right now you have one and to a max of 2, because a double is your maximum and everything. Yeah, that's fair. And in real life, I would say I'm Inland Empire and electrochemistry.
For me, I am probably thinking hand-eye coordination and empathy. So that switches it. Okay.
Yeah, you can switch until you feel good with it.
Now, will there ever be a point in which I can raise the cap or overpower my hand-eye coordination?
There are certain thoughts that raise your caps on like the entire category of motorics, for example, and stuff like that.
Okay.
But at the start, you start like very low.
Yeah, right.
Low basic skill, low potential.
Max is asking if signatures are not just +1.
No, as you can see, the categories have like 2 dots on the bottom, not just one. No.
Yeah,
because
I'll show it.
that's how many points you can put into that.
Yeah, and if I already said that. Oh, it's gonna raise it for the. Oh.
Yeah.
So setting a signature skill to a low roll stat is actually a way to
Compensate.
counteract. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go with this then because my motor skills are bad. My agility and coordination can be bad, but it has its moments. All right. Here we go then, I guess.
I might trip over my own legs, but I am a gamer.
The theories are at home in the mirror. It is their address. In the clearest water.
If deep enough, one can drown.
R.S. Thomas.
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Oh god, I love that line.
Well, I then will simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
I'm sorry, what was that about the X something?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful. A ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness.
No, I wanted to know about the X something.
Ex-love. Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of Pelagic Zone.
Alonzi, never let me go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
Let's fucking go!
A return trip to the Silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Don't stop. Don't stop. Keep singing. Sing me the Song of Death.
The Song of Death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it.
The stench
The
of
worst.
liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canadian motor carriage.
Our hero, everybody!
Oh, God. And so it begins. Oh,
I love this
God.
opening so much.
This
It's
magnum-sized
fine.
bottle of Commodore Red is empty.
What is?
This
Is real
reel-to-reel
true.
tape player is still on, rolling empty.
Okay, so you'll do this. Sure.
Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing.
What do you want, phone?
Disco Ass Blazer. +1 to its beard decor. Item gained. Disco Ass Blazer. Tab and arm right mouse button is your friend. Don't forget. I won't. Don't worry. Okay.
All items have descriptions, so if you want to, you can read that.
Oh, yeah. I should read that, shouldn't I? My bad.
I can read it out loud.
Okay.
Looks like someone skinned this blazer off some long extinct disco animal. It has an enigmatic white rectangle on the back at the right sleeve.
Yeah, we'll have T be the narrator for non-personal thoughts and voice lines from me and commentary.
Yeah,
Just to
that's
make
fair
sure
because
that he
otherwise you'll be overwhelmed, I think.
Yeah, you know, thank God that there's more voice acting, but I don't need to overwhelm myself. Okay. I'm not gonna look in the mirror yet.
White
Oh wait,
satin
no.
shirt.
I almost looked in the mirror. Oh, I can't. Okay.
It's an action, don't worry. You see bottles
I
in the
see bottles in the
bathtub,
bathtub,
wine,
wine.
beer, and sweet liquors.
Let's see. Okay, let's get my shoe.
One shoe in its honorary place.
Oh, let's open up my inventory, shall we?
This white satin shirt used to be fancy. It used to be really catch the light. Now it smells like someone took a piss in the armpits.
Oh God, that's a very specific place to pee in.
This green crocodile leather shoe has a high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe.
And I know where it is. Okay.
Hey, Mikołaj.
Where are my pants?
Right there on the ground.
Oh God, they are.
flare-cut trousers.
I have a thought.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Well, I better fish them out then.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Max says hot take old VA pool was better. It's mostly the same people. They just stopped doing every single voice anymore. I don't think it would be feasible for the same people to voice all the characters they did previously. So I do understand why it is. Though I do think that the old Kuno voice was much more fitting. But we'll get there.
No. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. Oh look, I was there.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Well, obviously I should pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It
Hell
should
yeah.
be easier to reach the tie now.
58%.
Pull on the light bulb.
A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. It's just a little hangover-induced photosensitivity. Don't overreact.
Bring it on.
Little black spots dance on your retinas. It's almost pleasurable.
Fun fact, you can kill yourself here if you have like 1 in the physical, because the photosensitive hangover just fucking kills you.
Right.
From heart attack.
You swoop
Pass!
up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Hell
What you
yeah.
have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
The old performance better. Just compare the whole intro with Encyclopedia bit and this perception. I know these are new, but I think that hearing everything in the old reptilian voice, reptilian brain voice would get tiring. I think that it's best suited to just like special moments rather than the entire game. I think that would get grading. The necktie is adorned with a garish pattern. It's disturbingly vivid. Somehow, you feel as if it would be wrong to even take it off. It's your friend now. You will betray it if you change it for some boring scarf.
Okay.
There's the mirror, and then there's the window, I think.
I don't know if I should go look in the mirror or not. Yeah, let's get it over with.
First time to head the tight situation get
A
pretty
mirror
complicated.
hangs
Yeah.
above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
I wonder who that was.
Hot
Who could be
water
that
sprays
masculine
from
beast?
the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, or recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Let's wipe the mirror.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care. I hurt myself. It's what I do. No, I would say maybe I should touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it.
What? What's wrong?
Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
I'm sorry.
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
Alright, I'm gonna wipe this mirror now.
Behold, you have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face.
Sure
Or
is.
wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
No.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it.
There might have been 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Are you guys ready for a low roll?
Hell yeah. These are white rolls. You can go come back to them. Like red ones are the ones that
Like the rest of you,
botch one
it
wins it.
comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Yeah, you only will succeed on a critical success with this one.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
I'll let the mirror be for now.
Everybody gangsta until the pig does the expression. I think you should also be able to click the window at one spot. Click tab
Let me see if I can.
while you're walking back. Oh, this right.
Okay, it's not working.
Yeah, it's a locked door in there. Oh, it doesn't highlight. Weird.
Okay.
Is it because of low perception, I suppose? You don't see that you have a glaring hole in your window?
Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
Hmm?
Wait, can I... Why did it show... Okay. That was weird. Level up was lit up like it was able to be done.
No. You'll get a notification every time you get a skill point. It's 100 XP every time. You'll have a 55 degrees something.
The tie is calling out one specific scarf. It's great. Okay. There's something here on the table. Oh, I'll take it.
Money. 40 cents real. Leper about 26 degrees centigrade. Alright. Yeah, the is just gonna go. The radio.
Do not perceive the cold. Do not feel the cold. It's that simple.
Hello, officer.
The calendar says it's the March of the year of 50. The year is 51.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Also known as Classy.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Tidu.
Hmm? Oh, she seems perplexed by your question. Right, I forgot about these parts.
Yeah, sorry. Then why
I was
did you
looking
call me
somewhere.
an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
She pulls on her cigarette.
You're shitting me!
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
She takes another drag.
All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else?
Could it be because of the drinking?
She raises an eyebrow. The cigarette sizzles.
Who in their right mind would let me... God damn it. Me, null void, be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Oh, well, that's real reassuring.
That's also true.
I'm gonna try the expression on her. Let her know I want her. Physically.
The words have already
Yeah.
left your mouth.
I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
She erupts in laughter, all the fatigue swept from her face.
I think I said I wanted to have sex with you.
No. You see, that's not what you said. You said...
But she's unable to finish, consumed with laughter.
Come on, man. Freddy, please. One more time.
I said I want to have... I said I want... I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cup are you?
She wipes the tears from her eyes.
I'm not sure I'm a cop at all. I'm sure don't remember being one. I think I might have lied.
Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory?
She tries to think of a likelier explanation, but fails. Likelier.
If I am thinking from my mentality, I'm gonna say it's obvious. Someone did me over. I got fucked bad.
I'm sorry.
She extinguishes her cigarette.
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Smooth.
Thanks.
Looks like she left a nice long stab in the ashtray. It's still smoking. And this is the second playthrough I see that electrochemistry didn't immediately kick in. It always kicks in for me no matter how my physical skills are. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Tremblement, I think.
You said that right, I'm pretty sure.
I hate the French.
Hold on, wait a minute.
And this game is pretty French.
The door is closed. There is no answer. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me.
The door is mute and indifferent. Your despair is a joke to it. Still no answer. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Well,
Alright, well, at least I passed the attempt.
poor door.
So wait, you can be such a fuck up that you can't even turn the door handle properly?
No, the door is just closed.
Oh, balcony. Okay, hang on. I'll go get my shoe. Hang on, Max. I'm sorry.
That's meta knowledge. You don't know where your shoe is. Metagaming. Oh well.
That's fine. I remembered that my shoe was out there. I just forgot to go get it. Back upstairs. Please don't clip that. Please don't clip me.
I have to use that line in real life someday. I wonder if I'll get divorced.
Oh, I still have to record that thing for the video for you. Oh,
there
yeah,
was.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Nah, I'm good.
This cop discovered
I'm not a junkie like T-do.
This cop discovered this one is a step how to defeat his own addictions. Just say no.
It's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to smoke.
The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. A gust of briny wind washes over you. There it is. They may have lost some of the luster of their years, but these green crocodile leather shoes fit you perfectly.
+1 to composure. Awesome watchtower heels. -1 to savoir faire. Heels ridiculously high.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Wow, okay, that's nice.
Yeah. Sometimes when clothes fit just right, it does feel nice. You ever died because you had to like sit in a suit for 12 hours because you're at a wedding? Yeah.
I have dealt with some excruciating heel pain because I was either breaking in some new work shoes, or
Oh, yeah.
because I had literally been standing for hours.
Shoes are the fucking worst about that, honestly. Like, new shoes never feel comfortable. That's why I never want to buy new ones. I just, as long as there's a bit of a heel attached to it, I'm going to use it.
If it wasn't for all the shit that people sweat into their shoes and whatnot, I would just I would buy like, hey, already worn in shoes.
Yeah, same. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. The speaker is connected to the radio, the music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
But my soul is modest. It's rather... Okay, hang on.
Vivek says, how do you know when your shoes are worn out and need replacing when they feel good to wear? That's good. How big is your soul, Cop?
My soul is modest and normal, so...
Exactly. It's measured, level-headed, and it needs to be heard.
That was a trick.
Through a PA system, by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was actually thinking maybe I could sing something upbeat and happy. How about, a Ready To, perhaps? Something to get the people going.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Remember, kids, real art is sad. If you sing happy songs, you're a quack. No, hack. Quacks are doctors.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Something tells me you don't like me.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
He says without looking up.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Can I help you with that?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid.
The menu has been wiped clean, only the word Monday is written on it. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts with in a man's handwriting. Nosafat for health. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. And it goes plop. A man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with tree. This line is broken for some
rolled
reason.
out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar
Oh,
like
no.
a hurricane. Rip the
Oh,
building
no.
from the earth.
Oh no, what have I done? Oh no! Oh no! I made a huge mistake!
Why the yelling, man?
Hold
The
on,
30-something
I didn't
man
do
is-
that properly. Ah!
The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look.
Sorry. I'm sorry if that blew out your eardrums, Tidu.
It cut out, so don't worry.
Good. Why do you click all the checks, Wood? Why? Because
Let them
I
hear
am to
you.
be heard. When you look at the void, does it not scream back at you?
Well, action established.
I am null end void, not null mute void.
No.
Oh, thanks for coming to my stand-up night. Good night, everybody.
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
You're alive? You looked out for the long count there.
Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
He seems pissed off.
Tell me about Wild Pines.
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's that going?
How's it going?
The dog walker lets out a big yawn and stares at the cafeteria terrace door. Some fingerprints glisten on the glass.
Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
I've almost never been outside of this building.
Good. We're in the middle of a strike down at the harbour, trying to force some sense into the executive board of Wild Pines.
He doesn't dwell on the particulars of your existence.
I gotta admit, it's actually working out pretty well that even though the stuff you're reading is in between or before the dialogue that starts, it still works with it.
Yeah.
For one, I get use some more shut-eye in the mornings. Right to work, right to sleep, I say.
He rubs his eyes and sighs.
That yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait, no. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that, pal.
He blinks.
See anything interesting in your dreams?
Thank God, no.
Was it a fat... Was it pure nothing, your consciousness no larger than a single grain of malt?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep. A web of wrinkles covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No malt grains or whatever, no poetry stuff, just quality time.
My man.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work remains. Wakefulness and detection.
Why are you sleeping here while the others are out striking?
They got it. Majoret's got it. He's guarding the gate. Or just getting some sleep. Or was.
The way he says measurehead implies ultimate trust in this head reckoner's physical prowess. He seems like a worthy rival. You should slay him.
Okay.
The detective
who's
has
behind-
things to prove.
Sorry?
I just want to say the detective has things to prove, and it chimes up a lot.
Physical instrument's gonna be a problem, isn't he?
Hmm.
Who's behind organizing the strike?
We are. The workers. The union. We know what we need. What's right for us.
You mean there's no leader?
Okay, I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the union. He's smart, knows how to negotiate. He's got our back.
Alright, well, I'll let you sleep. Sorry about waking you up.
The dock worker doesn't answer. His head is already back down on the table, in sweet sleep.
Man, I remember when I could do that. I miss those days.
Me too.
A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Prison 57. You must be from the 41st.
You
His
realize
grip is firm.
he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
That was
I think
almost
that-
a nat 12.
The failure on this roll is much more interesting, I think. So it's a shame your conceptualization is this high.
Sorry,
Because
guys.
if you fail it, your conceptualization just goes Rafael Ambrosius Costello. And you can introduce yourself as that even as you learn your name. It's
I
great.
remember that now, but I have rolled I've rolled a intellectual cop, so that's not happening. I don't really know my name.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Either that's a new line or it's a line I missed on my first playthrough.
I think that this is a new one.
What he means is, He has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? I nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I'm afraid I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Dead body.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
I can't remember anything?
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse.
How much worse, though?
If you
Honestly.
need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
A painkiller would be good about now. This thing is pulsating with discomfort. The best cure for a headache is, of course, morphine.
Jesus Christ.
They won't have that. So cigarettes will have to do.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points to your jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the rat squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean internal affairs?
Yes, but I'm not them. I'm from criminal investigation.
You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean?
Yes,
But they're just white rectangles.
they're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
But shouldn't I have a badge or something? And let me see here.
You mean you don't have a badge?
Wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Okay, and what were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
Alright, well, let's go.
After you, officer.
Hey, a literal angel has joined your goddamn team. Kim has
the
so much
halo
patience.
around his, I never noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, this man has insane amounts of
Hello,
patience.
sweetie.
The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no Sweetie, look at me.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
I love Lena's voice.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
She slaps herself on the forehead.
Getting big Millie vibes. All I can think of is Millie from Hell of a Boss.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with... No.
I don't even remember Orlina, so I'm going to disagree, Max.
I don't know if you've noticed, but, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Her eyes follow your movements with some concern.
I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? I think it was on my room keys.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
Okay, see, that's the problem. I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
She flashes you a worried look. Do you want a fun bit of trivia before we continue?
Sure.
Revachol is named after Ravachol, which was a French anarchist poet who died because he was killed by the state and became a somewhat of a symbol of helpless fighting against the system in the 19th century. Go on.
Interesting. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Yeah, it's the spring of 51, right?
That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Oh, no.
Quite a lot. Read number 5 out loud just for the bit.
Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Oh, God! I forgot there was a MGTOW route!
There sure was.
Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope. Sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
I don't even know what to say. I'm really disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
But if there's no government, how can there be cops?
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did I do?
You were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, Such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
What is the revolution that you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What does this have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Well, alright. Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
He looks away.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
She turns to you.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up.
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner
She sounds
who
impressed.
needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
You're probably right, Kim.
It seems to me that you lucked out with your partner. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law. Someone you can lean on, and sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Alright, well, I've got to get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Fun fact, Lena was supposed to be also accompanying the game, but getting her pathfinding to work with the wheelchair was a bitch and a half, so they opted out of that idea.
That's a bummer. Alright.
I suppose she would be just like for some quests that are related to her, not the entire game, but yeah. The royal machine is unplugged. Pinball machine. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open at 4 o'clock.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
The lieutenant glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name.
What is golden orange like a forest fire but smells like liquor?
Are you kidding me?
No, man, help me out. What is golden orange and smells like liquor?
It's you. It's obviously you. You smell like liquor. And you're orange.
See? Everyone agrees it's your color scheme. We're on the right track with this name thing.
Is this
I
what you
love
get
this
when you
visualization.
call the police now? We've been waiting for a week here.
He turns to the
Sir,
lieutenant.
I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yes, of course.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He turns to you.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Right then. Questions. I got this.
His face expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
He points to the kitchen behind him.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First
That's
you
the
exit
west.
through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Fine.
Extra fine.
Alright, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Somewhere for -1, Jesus, right?
Oh
Because of
boy.
the shoes in their pants. Oh boy!
Oh no!
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands.
Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both of my hands to flip him off? Why both?
Watch out!
That was a very dynamic critic, nice.
Everything goes.
Well, that was the game, everyone.
Alright, well, that was our Disco Elysium movie. Thanks for watching.
Back so soon.
I had an accident.
It was no accident. Those were disco moves from your spinal cord. The spinal cord has yet to reveal itself to you. Its mysteries are unholy mysteries.
I'm not going to pick option 2, but I am going to read it out loud. I don't know. That just comes... sorry, let me do it properly. I don't know. That just comes off as a lazy effort at reconceptualizing the antics of a shambling drunk.
It kinda does, yeah.
Wow, there's more of you hidden? Oh, wait, no. I would actually answer number 2 if I was playing to myself.
If it comes off like that, it's because it is. And you are.
Thanks,
I
I should
was
have remembered.
wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
An old woman appears out of the blackness.
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
I'm not very okay.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair. Check on him.
She looks at you with concern.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place.
The man seems shaken by the incident, sorry.
The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
Discount!
I got out of my bar tab!
You slipped away unnoticed from the bar tab.
It worked! It was a failure, but it worked!
Sorry.
The pain is 100% worth it.
He's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
I won't have to pay for that window. Ouch.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Speaking of post-apocalyptic hellhole, if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room.
Thank you for your cooperation. No, I would say cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights' stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there.
He points upstairs towards your room.
And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
I can't believe that fucking worked.
Money.
Oh, I have a thought.
By the way, where is home? The
Yeah,
address
sorry.
is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless?
South, maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
No, we're not going Hobocop.
Oh. Oh well.
Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building, maybe?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Well, I think it's time for the next explanation from Tidu. What do we got here, Tidu?
This is a thought cabinet mechanic in which you first internalize a thought, and after some time, in this case, 6 minutes, 6 hours, 5 minutes in universe, it changes. It gives you different bonuses than at the beginning. They stay there, and you can spend a skill point to forget them, to free up the space, and or maybe because it sucks. You have 3 slots at the start. You can unlock more with skill points. There's 12 total. And the description is...
Yes,
Oh, jeez, my notes.
if my mind voice would be so kind as to describe this current thought I have.
Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up. Get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raced motor truck, the 881, until you reach Le Domain Amount in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition.
Perdition.
There's a Perdition, I suppose. There's a side alley there, and your footprints are in the mud. And if you internalize it in 6 hours and 5 minutes, it will change, and maybe you will discover where you live. We'll see.
Lonesome Long Way Home has been internalized, and from it, I have gained a +1 to Encyclopedia.
Because your factual memory returns, yeah.
Sorry, I need to leave it equipped. So currently, I have 5 tasks. I need to pay 6 tasks. I need to pay for the damages, find out who made the call reporting the crime, get a reality lowdown, inspect the victim's body, and report my badge missing.
And sing karaoke.
Yes. We'll see about that one.
Miko is straight up a filthy frank role playing. Yeah, honestly, if you include the part of the arc where he became a serious musician, yes. Actually, yes. Because this does have some profound moments, I think.
Yes, Methig was kindest to point it out. I'm sorry. I'm not paying for those damages anymore.
Yeah.
And Lena was so kind as to give me a kind green ape pen.
Apple pen. Oh, yeah, ape pen. Oh, yeah, it is an ape. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind of expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Also, I don't think we ever checked the pants description.
Oh, yeah, we
while
did.
We're here. These golden brown trousers are flare cut. Normal bell-bottom trousers would be boot cut, but these are far from normal. They are someone's piss-soaked, cum-stained party pants.
And unfortunately, because it's tied around the thighs, that's -1 to savoir-faire. Gee, I wonder what happened there.
Yeah.
But it's +1 to electrochemistry, because it's tied around the crotch. God damn it.
Hell yeah. You can feel it.
Truly, we are the discoers. Can't put more points into a skill. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health.
Surprisingly, this game is pretty drug positive, but still, don't disappoint Kim.
I seem to have a thought.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershaw. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
And how does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
Well, what's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
I run my fingers through my dampened hair. Oh, the game broke.
Yeah, your hair is an oily mess, flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
I'm gonna shake my shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. 2 green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
Hey, did you know that an actual writer wrote this game?
Yeah, it sure seems like it, alright.
Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone wall. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The morning news.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
What's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
I'm not going to be picking this, but I would like to point out that line 1 is where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at. Rest in peace, DMX.
DMX, yeah.
You really were you were a perfect mix of real and wholesome in all the right ways. You were taken from us too soon. Where do I live?
On a street there that flows like a muddy river in the snow, with fire traps rising on either side. A film rental opens its doors to the rain. An armored motor carriage rushes past the corner where you used to walk together. Suddenly, the hair on your back rises.
You cannot return.
Okay. Why am I not there?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town. In the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here then?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
I shudder and look no further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife-beater. Satellite Officer Vic Mayer passes by, and the young man remarks to him,
Where's your homo, homie?
I'm sorry?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A blood bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out.
Sexual life partners.
I'm sorry, is this a memory or is this actually happening right now?
It's probably happening right now, and you like instinctively know what is happening at your precinct because
Okay,
your esprit de corps is very high.
This is predictive thinking. Okay.
Yeah, it's cop sense. These are your bodies from your precinct, so
Right,
you
sorry.
can tell what they are doing. Yeah.
Because it's his spirit decor, I forgot.
Yeah.
Funny apiary. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Vic Mayer struggles with his umbrella. The ribs are protruding from its canopy.
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just... Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What's
So
above?
hey, I never got that. So nice.
Aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
So you never got that scene ever?
Nope.
Wow. All right, so I guess it's going to be also a new experience for Tito as well. Interesting.
That's how the game works. There's a lot of stuff you can miss based on the roles that are not ones to click, but that just happen all the time in the background.
I will completely disclose that is... I don't know that I would have that level of predictive thinking, but I know I would have that level of anxious thinking in terms of I am simulating in my head thoughts and conversations that are going on that don't exist. So
No, they are. They do
interestingly on point.
exist. They're your thoughts. You just have a lot of them.
Yeah. Anxiety isn't always necessarily explicitly negative. It is just overthinking. Something I don't think everybody knows.
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution. Doors leading down to Le Royaume. The catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Did everybody enjoy that 10-minute monologue that just happened there? Because,
sure hope so,
that was
because-
mentally exhausting. What'd you say,
Also,
TJ?
Quadratic. I hope they do because I liked it. Also, Quadratic says we didn't have the invisible hand of the free market direct us at Lena's wheelchairs to have to pay for any broken windows.
Listen, the people knew what they were getting into when they signed me up to be a cop.
That's true.
Okay. How far can I zoom in? Okay. And then that's max zoom out. Alright.
So yeah, the corpse is to the north from here.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get to it.
Also, click tab. Can you look at the... No, you can't. Huh. It really does depend on perception. That's interesting. Because, like, for example, I immediately noticed when I played now with higher motorics than before that you can inspect those. I thought I missed it on my first playthrough, but it turns out it just doesn't light up if your perception is low. That's interesting.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
I want to call East Delta Pinball.
Silence. No one answers your call.
There's a fucking doorbell.
Okay, well, let's empty the card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list.
Max saying, we have nowhere to rush. The corpse won't go anywhere. Yeah, it sure won't.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, oh fuck! Oh fuck!
Jokes on you, this was a zombie game all along!
Oh, thank God.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at a dead body can't be older than 12.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Is this line new to you as well?
I don't remember it, but you know, beginning of the game, end of the game, you forget a lot of lines.
I will admit, I'm already kind of missing old Kuno.
Yeah, old Kuno was fantastic.
Kuno's got this!
Fuck this Kuno!
Oh,
Yeah,
but I
the
see
other
they
kid behind the
kept
fence.
Kuno S's voice.
Yeah, I think it's just because Kuno has a lot more lines, and that's it.
Fair enough. A moment of your time, please.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong. Throwing rocks.
I guess probably they made a change because he was a little too cartoonishly gremlin-like. But
The voice actor that played Kuno played other characters, and now he's focusing just on Jacques Vicmeyer, the partner you saw in the Vision before.
Gotcha.
So this
and
is just
that
a completely
character
new
already
actor.
has a lot, I'm guessing, so they were like, okay,
Yeah,
we can't
yeah,
overlook
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous, you should hang out with this kid and see what that juicy shit is all about.
Juicy what now?
I mean drugs. The kid's on drugs.
Oh.
Yeah, Kuno! Ride the lightning, Kuno!
Kuno's riding it, see?
He wipes sweat from his brow and sends another rock flying.
Oh, I see they're also embellishing the Irish accent a little bit as well.
Well, dude, he's a redhead.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course he's Irish.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Okay, give me just a second. I need
Sure.
to make a change. And that is that this needs to get cranked up.
That's true.
Kim, what should we do here?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
Forces?
You will see.
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Fuck them kids.
Look, I've got some questions for you.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
He juts his chin out.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno! Pig's choking! He's totally choking!
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
Fucking idiot
Oh,
Mulkapa
whoops.
doesn't know any questions!
The body, what do you know
Shitload,
about? Yeah,
don't
sorry.
tell the
whoops.
pig shit,
Okay.
Kuno!
Yeah.
Let's try this again. I hit. I could have sworn I hit too.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Booth, we will definitely be talking about that on Wednesday.
Hey, Booth.
Also, hi, Booth. Let's see. Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
He picks
He's
up a rock.
trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
So, you don't know anything.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Do you
He
know
shakes
how
his
he got
head
up
pretty
there?
offended.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So, you didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno.
Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking
He looks around trying to come up with something.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Oh no.
No, there's a bunch of bugs in there.
No, he was flying around in cars that weren't meant for flying.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Okay. Okay. About the dead body.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
He draws snots up his nose.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Have you seen anybody suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
Oh! Okay.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Kuno Punk 2077. More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
Oh, there we go.
There we go. The only censored word in the entire game.
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
He spits over his shoulder, then looks back at you.
I've got some, I gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
The boy points to his chest with both his thumbs.
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield. Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Kuno? Sounds like something... So you refer to yourself in the third person?
The fuck are you calling a third person? Kuno's the fucking first person?
Watch
I
out,
love Kuno.
He's trying to fiddle you. He's gonna put his hands on you.
The thing behind the fence starts squealing shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
It's full blast now. The wind carries the message far and wide across Martinez.
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Did I pass?
No, it's
Oh,
red.
God damn it!
It's red when you fail and green when you succeed.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled you down with it.
She joined the exclusive club of Pornogons who would punch children.
Look, I was trying to punch him. I swear I wanted to hit Kuno with all my might. My arm and my fucking knee!
Kuno can't believe this shit! Can no one stop the Kuno?
It's like he's now realized he has superpowers.
Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
He's writhing with joy, like the power you gave him is too much to take.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up.
The one behind the fence hisses like a lit fuse ready to go off from delight.
Kim, help me up!
No.
Do you have any idea of the shit you just got yourself into, kid?
What a hero.
Kuno's just gonna beat the shit out of you again.
He is clearly still in awe of himself right now.
I told you not to tempt such forces.
The annoyance in his voice is directed at you, not the gremlins.
Now, how about we go and do something worth the public's time?
This might have impacted the personal dynamic between Kuno and the detective a little. Yeah, I kind of wanted to beat his ass so I had that power over him, but that's clearly not going to happen now.
Well, not anymore, yeah. Well, you tried. You had a good chance.
Yeah, that was a 42%. I thought I was going to get that.
The kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. The ladder's for kids. It won't hold the weight of a grown man.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
She hisses.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
What are those strange words you're using, girl?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I really have fucked things up with Kuno. Oh.
Don't worry. You can always beat the game, no matter what.
I know. Alright, let's get to it.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
I look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
The lieutenant raised a white piece of linen to his nose.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
No, I've got this. Just...
He...
The smell
want to tell you to heal yourself because it depends on your
pushes
HP.
in from your mouth.
Current, not maximum.
More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
From Booth. Man, I often want to kill a child when it talks. I want to really kill these two.
They're great, yeah.
No, I know Kuno is the kind of kid where he needs a nice smack across the face, and then that terror is going to be all you need to level him out. Like...
Parenting techniques from Void.
Yeah, parenting techniques from Void. Welcome to reality, everybody. Now we're gonna get a little real. Look, I'm not suggesting an actual striking of the child, but a good grab of the hand, and then if he tried to smack it away, you grab him again and you say with a stern voice, "Listen here, you little shit. You cut that fucking crap out."
Yeah, that's much more reasonable than hitting, that's true.
And then you establish the potential reality that isn't going to come to because you have control. And that control being, you could take action and strike the kid across the face, but you're not going to because it's the wrong thing to do. And you're establishing to that kid that you're not going to do the wrong thing to him, so he should stop doing the wrong thing to you. And then if he continues to fight, you let him go and walk away. And then if he attacks you, then, well, you smack him. Then you respond. I am of the mentality, very much so, that just because someone is a little shit kid doesn't mean they're entitled to avoiding consequences if they do something like attacking a full-grown adult.
Attacking anyone, honestly.
I understand that there's a possibility of bad upbringing or bad parenting, but at the same time, if the parent is not establishing to the kid, hey, maybe don't start shit with strangers, then you establish to that kid that they don't start shit with strangers by pushing them on their ass and, spooking them a bit.
Honestly, as reasonable as that may sound, the worst shit kids I always encountered were the ones that did get their asses beat. So I honestly don't know.
That's true, and
Like
that's the thing.
they would fear their parents, but they would try and assert that control over anyone else, like as a recoup mechanism, basically.
Right. So let's just get this over with.
Hey.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
Alright, where do we get some?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
He points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Pretty clever.
Yeah, before you do that, get ammonia and heal yourself, because it depends. Your endurance is your current HP, not your max one.
Gotcha.
So you have only 2 right now. Spec your character specifically to beat up Kuno. You can do that.
The thing is, on my original playthrough, I did fucking shove his ass on the ground and got him in line.
Yeah, you punch him square in the nose, and he actually starts to respect you then.
Yeah, and then you act. I believe, unfortunately, it's that if you don't reach neutral grounds or overpower him, you don't get access to his storyline. So, unfortunately, sorry everybody, you're probably looking at a Kuno-less LP.
I think we'll see. Like, I remember it took me a lot of tries, but eventually I pumped up, I think, empathy enough to actually understand him. So it is possible. I never
suppose
punched
there
him.
is still the possibility of the angle that is, look, Kuno, you got the better of me. I'm a fucking putz. So, you know, let's just be on the level here and, you know, let bygones be bygones or some shit.
A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow.
Oh, wow, they really cleaned up the car.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't even notice the new lighting engine.
Oh yeah, shadows.
Shadows weren't there before.
Nice.
Alright.
I wonder if it will shift with time, because if that's east, that's where the sun is right now. I wonder if, like, after noon, it will shift to the other side.
That's a good question. So, Cop Instinct, that isn't in the game, what do you think I should do?
Currently, just look around. Like, you can use the Kim's car to report to your precinct. You can talk with this girl. You can get ammonia. Go anywhere. Do anything.
So you're telling me, I see this car over here, I should go investigate it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get what I'm doing, the bit?
No.
Okay.
I'm just a cop voice. I don't have any bits.
Is that a mountain over there? Can I climb it?
You can click
Before
anything.
you stands a
Response
motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet.
Max points out, paradoxically, Final Cut runs faster than the last patch.
That's true. It took a bit to load, and right before Final Cut, when I recorded the video, the textures would just pop in constantly as I was moving. It was pretty jarring because I didn't remember that when I first played on a much worse PC.
So it's a good thing that we waited this long to start it, is the point.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
I pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something, the soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I've got something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man's greeting from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
Fun fact, if you fuck up the encyclopedia roll, it's just like, dude, I don't know what these numbers are. Please just talk to me like a human.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. I think it's just gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is... No, I'm not going to say anything.
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting of laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ha ha, officer lost his badge, ha ha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh goddamn it! Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
I like how Jules just acts as a filter for everyone in the precinct.
Come on, operator, tell them to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Can we just move on? I just want to get it reported and be done with this.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Could you all please just stop saying lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
This is real. This is really real. Like, you want to have a comeback, but it's and then 2 weeks later, in the shower, you find the perfect comeback.
Enough of this now. I have other things to discuss.
You can hear laughter.
Come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated
Too
conversation in
height
the
even
back
for
is much better.
Captain Sober. Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Oh no.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Oh no!
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun!
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, coming officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
No, I haven't lost it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Lying?
Nice.
Over the phone? It's easy. Just say it like it's the truth. And then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain.
If you fail the roll...
Oh, tell him to find it and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
If you lose this roll, the Thorson just goes to ask him if he lost his dick too. I'm not going to ask him.
Okay, so just a little inside baseball. I can be a somewhat convincing liar sometimes, so it's on point.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Lying is all about getting rid of that sense that you're doing something wrong. If you don't have that feeling of being guilty, it's really easy to lie to people most of the time.
Just so we're clear, I do have a sense of guilt when I've done something wrong.
I think I do too, but it's been a while. I mostly do the right stuff.
Yeah, same here. I haven't lost the comeback about your dick is in your mama.
Yeah, and then he gets offended because that fucker ate her waffles last time. How dare he? It's my mom he's talking about.
I remember you showing that in your video.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
actually do watch my co-host's content.
Oh, good, because the next video is going to be like 2 hours long when it comes out.
T2Edu's last minute essays, youtube.com.
That's me.
I am in dire need of financial assistance.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but...
What does he want now?
He's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Nothing is working.
Okay, I heard you. No, Please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight.
He says he's in trouble. Doesn't have a place to sleep.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown then.
Vicmar said...
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please. Mom, pick me up. I'm in Revachol.
Mom.
Listen. It's okay. You can do it, sir. Over.
What is he saying?
Did you want anything else, sir? Many of your colleagues are also here. Over.
He tries to ignore the voice in the background.
He's trying to keep you from further embarrassing yourself in front of your colleagues.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right. I had other things.
Let us address them now, sir. Over.
This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
I want to know if I got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, and date of birth.
What? What is it? He's still on the line? He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name!
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules!
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Okay. Any news about my, family?
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Nothing! Never mind!
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over.
Okay, have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4. Well, that's, Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work? He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN. For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change. Sir, Satellite Officer Vikmar says...
Yeah, I heard him!
So, was there anything else?
What?
No,
You
let's
won't
just,
get your name that way.
Let's just wrap it up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10, transmission completed, standing by, over.
Roger that, 10-10. Over and out.
The static ends with a loud click, then everything is silent in the cabin.
Alright, let's check the toolbox, I guess.
A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work.
I'll take the red-tipped pry bar.
The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. Cold
Like all pry bars.
and heavy. Like truth. You feel like you're reunited with truth once more.
I'll take the rubber-handled chain cutters.
The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand.
And I'll take the hand-cranked flashlight.
It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss.
And let's put the toolbox
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers and the radio on its hook.
I run my fingers over one of the steering levers.
The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm.
I'm gonna tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
And I close the door.
No, use the radio again. You also have a civilian to call, remember?
Oh,
Sylvie.
right. Sorry. Whoa, wait.
Can't you click it? What the hell? What the hell? Oh, well, maybe next time.
Yes?
Tell me about the case, Kim.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Why didn't we know anything about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Hold on, and the RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Of course, yes. I understand everything now.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer.
Simple enough.
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
White male in his 40s, what more do you need?
I'm relieved that you agree.
He says, then pauses.
Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
He considers the phrasing.
What do you mean?
Don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
His eyes narrow.
I don't remember being in... You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
I guess I'll just let it go.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
No, that's all I needed for now.
Good.
I think you need to know that I can't remember, anything.
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I feel like I need to repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavy drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
But I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
Alright, so what should I concentrate on?
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles.
Alright, fine.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
I want to talk about you.
Not taking your ship.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Will work better if we have more rapport.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad. Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
I'm not gonna call him a Beano. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Hell yeah, you could, Mr. Zero Perception.
You don't look like other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What's Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular bachelier.
He seems almost proud of these things.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Tell me a secret about yourself.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
Happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands.
So yeah, Kim has shitloads of authority.
Alright, there's nothing I can do about this.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Do you ever, talk with yourself?
What do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have, conversations with, like, your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case.
So how do you... So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
So, Void, what's your mode of thinking? How do you think?
I think, how can I get through the day? And how can I get to the next time I'm going to be happy?
Mine is mostly just words. Like, I don't have the internal voice that a lot of people have, including the detective here. It's just written word and pictures. And if I need something verbalized, I actually talk to myself out loud.
No, I can think internally, and I can create voices and think of other characters and people and concepts and things. I can sing songs in my head. I can think of lines from shows in my head. Like, literally, as I'm saying this right now, I'm thinking of a character from a sitcom I've been watching over the weekend saying infamous line of theirs. I'm thinking about the fact that I can hear Abigail in the other room. Pretty sure I saw this exact same thing on the TL some time ago. I'm thinking about Abigail over there scratching at the litter box because I hear her hitting the bottom and scraping it. And then I'm also thinking about how she's starting to have scabs on her back again, which makes me worried that her fleas have come back.
Oh, that sucks.
Which means,
yeah, I need.
Well, I'll deal with it. I'm just gonna throw out her old scratching post because she's torn off all the ropes on it, anyways.
That's typical for cats. Yeah, I need to be writing or talking to actually be actively thinking on a topic, which is why I'm connected to Twitter like 24/7. If I have a written medium, I will produce hot takes. But if I just sit and think, there will be nothing. So I need to be active.
When I was thinking yesterday about how I kind of had a throbbing going on in the back of my head, there was a mix of thoughts ranging from I could use this to get out of work early. And then as soon as I thought about that, I was like, you know what? I don't know to what extent Amazon is listening in on me lately. I shouldn't send a text message. I shouldn't call my friend. I should just finish up this shift and get back to the warehouse and leave. So that way I can get out of here at 3:30 instead of fucking 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I got out of work early yesterday. God, I hope I'm not being listened in on this right now.
Boy, that would be nice. Especially considering we're on an Amazon service right now.
Yep. Wonderful. Good thinking on my part.
Speaking of piss poor corporations, I have to go piss, so be right back.
Okay. That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
There's nothing else I need. Oh, I can interact with the car now. I guess it was glitching out earlier.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Well, Jeff Bezos has my soul for 3 more work days. Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I'm free, so to speak. How's everybody doing so far? I am very much enjoying this LP now that there's actual voiceover work and everything going on. Tomoshka recently, pretty much.
Alright, I'm back. What is that I'm hearing in the background?
Tomoshka.
A what?
Tomoshka, Toska? I don't remember how. One of the Vom's girls.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was a recommended video popped up on YouTube for me, and it's of Tomoshka in particular accidentally used the word hand job, not realizing what it meant.
Oh, yeah, I see that clip. Okay.
Let's pick up the radio again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me with a civilian, Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Officer?
Oh, wait, shit. Sorry.
Of course.
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through the static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here.
Sylvie, I believe we met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognized your voice almost immediately.
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
But why didn't you call? Didn't the corpse behind the workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand.
What do you mean by that?
You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim. Is she speaking the truth? The union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Looks like there's a limit to my authority, then.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, why exactly did you let... oh, no. I'm not going to say that. I see. Maybe there's something else you can tell me about?
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the union. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Have you seen my badge?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and showed us your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no. I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Kim doesn't have a uniform and he seems real to me.
He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Have you seen my... I don't know if I should ask that question.
Yeah, you can like fall into a hole with a lot of questions in here. It's great. So Mikołaj says there is him and there are different almost physical sensations developing his thoughts. Yeah, like a gut feeling is every feeling. I can dig that. I can see how you would feel like use that way physically. That's interesting.
Hey, do you want to grab a cup of coffee with me sometime?
No, absolutely not.
Oh.
Damaged morale.
I think I got everything I need. Thanks.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
She's ready to hang up.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
No, she doesn't have a problem with you.
Oh no.
It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy. Like Gart.
Yeah, it's definitely some other guy. A guy like Gart.
You know women and their constant problems.
No.
Nag.
Oh no.
How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire. Help the poor girl out, lest she turns into a
Listen,
spinster.
I'm happy to help, but maybe I could do this without all this internalized misogyny.
What misogyny? I'm just telling things the way they are. Can't a man be honest in his own head anymore? You have to act, Lieutenant Love. You have to calm that hysteric down. Tell it you've got everything under control. Then go and have a little boys' talk with God himself. Think you can do that, Lieutenant Love?
This is the worst. This is actively the worst and I love it. Like, this is so uncomfortable and you can't escape because you failed at empathy. That's it.
I am so... Please, no, I don't want to say any of those things.
You're just a gimp. What? You want to be more empathetic?
Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
Wanna know what would happen if you would go on with that quest?
Sure.
You go to Garth and you're like, yeah, so I talked to Sylvie and I hated to break it to you, buddy, but she's riding in the cock carousel. Yeah, the cock carousel. They do it like until they're like 39 and then they settle with a provider. Like, you just go on a completely unrelated rant to this poor woman because clearly you have got your own issues.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. A radio on a hook. A pull-out
It was
toolbox,
on
and
Woolly's
the soft glow
stream.
of
If
the
you want to check
fuel
that out later.
preheater gauge.
Yeah, I haven't seen. I'm watching the anime, but
Yeah, fair. So yeah, probably 2 or 3 episodes.
yeah, it'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday when the next one's up. Because he just uploaded the first episode yesterday.
You can heal at any moment at clicking those, cross signs above your bars. So that's instant.
Well, there's something we need to do actually.
Oh yeah, we got a point.
So, considering I just took a major hit in it. Oh, but I'm taking a major hit in empathy because of my equipment right now.
Now we've got 0, 0, 0. All the levels right now are, I think, yeah. You got bonus from item 0, bonus from thought 0. So yeah, your savoir faire is at -1 because of the items. But I think that's it.
Savoir faire.
To the right.
Oh, God.
4th at the bottom. Yeah, you've got -1 from the shoes and -1 from the pants.
Stun with immense panache. But yeah, but failure at savoir faire benefited me. It was so low that I bumbled my way out of a problem. Oh wait, what's
That's true.
this?
Lieutenant's handkerchief. The handkerchief given to you by Lieutenant Kitsuragi. One corner is adorned with lace and tiny embroidered portiere.
Portiere.
Embroidered.
Worth remembering that you can assign points even during conversations. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So you can just card out and only as necessary. You've got -1 suggestion, -2 savoir faire, +1 conceptualization, +1 inland empire, +1 esprit de corps, +1 electrochemistry, and +1 composure. So it's not bad overall.
Yeah.
More bonuses than minuses. You're just not very runny, sneaky in those goddamn shoes. The red-tipped primer has Carson T Heavy Duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. The meanest looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Godwald, but Waldschein Würzkrug. No chain, wire, barbed fence nor wired barbed fences will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. A police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstellung RAO. The small dynamo packed inside the handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity at any time, anywhere.
Cool.
You can just double click. Yeah, there we go. And you've got 2 hands, yeah, so you can have 2 items equipped.
Hooray! Whoa, whoa, oh, that's cool!
That is pretty cool, yeah.
Excuse me.
And I am the law. Look at the flashlight. Can't you click him? There we go.
I'm a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
The man mutters to himself, accenting the bits as he goes.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
You sure are, my man.
No, I didn't. I misclicked.
You keep doing that. What's happening?
I'm not paying attention where my fingers are.
From another planet.
He finishes and
Hey
turns
there.
to you. You can use like numbers on your keyboard as well.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions towards the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon
He
days.
glances south down the road.
Limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes and mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
He snickers.
So tell me, what do you need?
Care to spare some change for a working stiff?
Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work.
Sudden financial duties snap him out of his days.
They who?
The bosses, man.
Makes sense. First work, then pay.
Makes sense. It sucks is what it does.
Know anything about the dead man? The one hanging behind the hostel there? I point to the yard.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what exactly?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
What?
Nothing. I'm just messing with you, man. Don't mind my idle verbosity.
He smiles.
Tell me more about this, strike you mentioned.
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
He takes a note.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
I think I already asked what the union's demanding, didn't I? Yeah. Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He glances down the road towards the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What are you hauling, anyways?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
You're under arrest! Stop resisting!
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of those fallen tracksuits that you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
That's your machine behind you?
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
That a found A6 you got there?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Right, I had another question.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
No, I'm good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
He gives a salute with 2 fingers. It's even animated.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
The young woman looks up at you.
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
I've got some questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
My partner told me you might have some ammonia. Can I have some, please?
Sure. I'm done with it.
She takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket and hands it to you.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
We need some directions.
Of course. Where to?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
I'm a bit disoriented. This is Revachol, right?
Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
The lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying.
Yeah, I think I'll just not ask questions.
No problem.
Yeah, you've got this from your shivers. This is like an alternative way to get this information, but less poetically.
I have to run now.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
She wipes her brow with a canary yellow glove.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves, please?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance.
Thank you.
Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire and take up gardening as a hobby. It's more of a thought.
Wait, I have something else. Oh.
Yeah, ammonia. A thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells, produced by Saint Bestie Pharmaceuticals.
Okay.
So yeah, you can retry the corpse thing. Just heal yourself. But also, if you could find like one more healing item to get to full health, that would probably be best.
Sorry, what did you say?
You can retry the corpse thing, but if you could find like one more healing item to get back to full, or like find a way to heal yourself,
Gotcha.
that would probably be best.
Oh, I don't want to talk to her yet.
Oh hey, a jacket. Signal blue naval coat.
+1 to suggestion, -1 to half-life.
Half-light.
Half-life.
This classic durable breast coat suits everyone, including you. And if you ever find yourself battling winds at the helm of a ship, then the coat's fabric has got your back, even if moths have left a few holes in it.
Who was just talking to me?
The girl at the top.
The streets will flow red once more, a great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at you at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
This is clearly the same voice actor for Kuno S.
Yeah.
Like, you could try and be a little more subtle with it. We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive.
And here I was trying to be polite. Just can't win with you pigs.
Despite the sass, she puts the brush aside.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at?
She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away from Revachol. Its moneyed residents, used to posh restaurants and upscale boutiques, rarely have reason to visit Martinez.
Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to us on.
Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Alright, whatever, junkie.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing.
Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Her bony hand dangles from the sleeve of her oversized raincoat.
Maybe I shouldn't shake her hand to throw her off.
I'm glad to see you here.
The woman and the lieutenant exchange a brief handshake.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. This is a tactic.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say. But it isn't that easy, is it?
Wait, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
Oh, what lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair. Despite the first hints of grey, she's elected to keep it au naturel, shaped into a permanent wave. Late 40s style.
Hell yeah.
While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible, within reason.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
I'm not ashamed!
Oh, but you are. Too ashamed to ask this person for money. Too scared to belittle yourself in her eyes. Those half-precious stones of Erdinil.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
Volition is based on your morale, so if you heal it up, you'll have 1 point more. Also, you can pump it up, yeah? Rock menu, yeah, here. Yeah, and if you heal it, you'll get it free. Because you get -2 from damage.
How would I heal it, though? Oh, wait, I have something to heal it with, don't I?
Yeah, you just click the icon above your health bar. There we go. 42. Really?
No! Thank you, that's all for now.
Of course, Detective.
Save scamming for money. It's a white check, you can retake it.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Can I have some money?
I am sorry. It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is
Oh no.
surprisingly eloquent, really. The last one, not the first three. Those are ape speak.
God damn it. I have to voice these fucking lines. This isn't fair.
This is the best deal of my life. I am the same scam of
I am the scum of the earth.
My. Why'd you say that?
I'm gunk.
That's garbage. You're a police officer.
I'm the stuff people have under their fingernails. Let's talk. No, I'm not. I'm gunk.
Shall we talk about something else, maybe?
Her voice is kind, if anything, she sounds a little confused.
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck under her feet. Green and white sails flutter overhead.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
The boat? No.
Wait, whoops.
It...
Okay, you know what? Hold on.
Are you gonna load?
Yes.
The rolls, I think, are predetermined somewhat, so you would have to do something else in the meantime.
We'll see. I'm gonna attempt it again and see what happens.
Save scum.
Save scum.
Take the money from the capitalists who save scumming. The last roll was a 2 and a 3.
Good.
So let's see.
What can I help you with?
Voila.
Okay.
You're doing it. Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Vivek says, oh god, I remember that I borrowed money from Kim to pay the whole bill and then I instead spent it all on alcohol and cigarettes. But then I was lucky enough to get money from
Joyce here. Oh my god. Can I have some money, ma'am?
Of course. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I need 10,000 real.
Come now. Nobody carries that much cash on their person. Particularly in a place like Martinez. I'd get robbed. And even if I did, I still would not give you 10,000 real. I would rather buy something nice with it, like expensive hi-fi or a new hydrodynamic E40 sail.
One sail for 10,000. Cool.
Her
Good to
tone
know.
makes clear that you've violated some kind of rich person taboo. Wouldn't be the first time.
Hi-fi. I like high-fidelity disco music, too.
I like high-fidelity anything, sir. Now, try again, but lower.
I need 60 real.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes
Yo!
and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Alright, so, just so we're establishing a precedent for the rest of LP, save scumming will happen!
Don't do it too much. Failing is still very good in this game.
Right. I'm not gonna do it too much. But for something like that, it was like, no, I want the money.
I mean, hey, now you have all your issues with the paying guard off for today solved, so that's really good.
Yes, I think that means also I'm gonna be able to, we might actually be able to wrap up this session with, the actual, well, anyway.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Max.
You betrayed principles.
No, I don't.
Yeah, paying off guard is really hard in this game. That's true.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm getting past it, is because I know it's one of the biggest inconveniences.
You get a way out of it, but it's yeah, it's sketchy basically.
I want to talk about something else now.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, and seemly as it can be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
She bows and there is a single arrow in your direction.
What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
About that!
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi, from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Remember when my partner told you I've recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see.
She looks increasingly worried.
Are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
She sighs with confusion, sadness even.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
If you press 1, you're not talking to her, you're talking with yourself, because it's not in parentheses.
What kind of arrangement would that be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort. Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her. Feelings will guide the way.
But madam, I need to know about this lynching. It's very important to me. It's the case I'm solving.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible.
You don't understand. It's not like a side case for me. This is my main thing. Wait, is there more options? No, there isn't.
Trust me, officer. I am fully committed to resolving this impasse. This isn't some side gig for me.
You have so much else. I only have this. This is the entirety of my existence.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
This boat, for example, and a home somewhere. I only have this case.
Officer.
I don't remember anything except this lynching. There's only this coast and this lynching.
You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back. More than just guilt.
You're doing it. Despite your own best efforts, you're still getting in. Somehow.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something tangible.
Like what?
The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbour. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge, which honestly seems like a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam.
Yeah, talk to Kim. You can click on his portrait.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed.
How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Well, I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Alright, let's get back to her then.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She takes it from a silvery thermal cup.
Okay, tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
So you want us to investigate this?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Okay, I've made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more days. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup.
Thank you, that's all for now.
Not asking her lore questions just yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'll do that after I've completed the tasks with her because, I don't want to play my card on being a nut job just yet. I know Kim was saying I should have used that to bewilder her, but I also am well aware... I am slightly metagaming here, but I'm aware that the dialogue choices and questions I ask do start shaping my character. And I have a character, I have a self I am trying to build.
Alright.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his back and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer.
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Alright, let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Alright, that's all for now. Bye.
Well, time to find other truck drivers. Oh yeah, this part. Not the most comfortable to go through. There's a statue.
Let's see.
More cars. There's one in the bottom right corner, I believe, and there's one on the other side of these trucks.
Oh, hello.
Nope, not talkable.
Oh, I can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. So
There is one of them.
Oh,
Should see there.
sure.
Fell off the back of a truck.
Oh no, how it got here? What's all this money doing in here?
White tank top, +1 physical instrument.
Just in case I need it.
The ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore.
There was a person here. They're gone now.
Yeah, there was a bold slogan. Pumanox covers the truck. There was a person to your right. Even further.
Shit.
There she is.
Oh, there we go.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your...
Excuse me, ma'am. I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is gray like lead.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
Are you alright, ma'am? You were kinda out of it.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
She adds with contempt.
When else would you be then?
Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with the young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young.
Someone was.
She nods at the photo. She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear.
Who is Gabriel Buenguerro? I think the G is silent.
Probably.
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
Buenguerro. Okay. Mix of
She
like
showed
Italian
you
and Spanish.
Yeah, she shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame.
I take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
She leans back, savoring the words she's conjured up.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff suddenly.
They're beautiful.
That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She looks around.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
It's the fucking British!
I have some other questions for you, police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railings of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary, no drugs can compare.
Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
She flicks her wrist in a gesture of casual dismissal.
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
What is it you're hauling exactly?
you're man, Lowman. What of it?
Okay, let me put it another way. Are you smuggling drugs through
I mean, you could.
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
How can you not know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you.
It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
She agrees.
If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Thank you for now.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Meski.
Her voice trails off. Boy, she's out of it.
I can't seem to make my thought oh, there it goes.
Yeah, and one last driver is on the other side of the road. There he is, to the left.
Chupkins.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Announce the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed to it, it's addressed to the lieutenant. Racist lorry driver.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Rivachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Rivachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
He's right, you're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Hell yeah.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself, and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Well, I think we've all learned something here. I smile at the lorryman.
I haven't learned anything I didn't know before.
The lorryman shakes his head with indignation.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Now that that's all settled, we've got a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Hello, Grandius. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Grandius. He was AFKing before without sound.
Wait, how long has this been going on then?
The strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe. But this here is just the last week or so.
What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Apples?
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
Here we go!
Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
That's not what sheep do, you fucking idiot.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books. Huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
I'm not just a racist. I've read books. It's probably my
People
favorite.
who studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell that you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Look, man, it's not my fault my life is shitty. It's because other races keep me out for my superiority.
And?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
Cultural victory? What is this then?
Uh-huh.
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. You might want to go fuck yourself.
Don't push your luck, runt.
The man gives you a disgusted look, then turns his dash elsewhere, ignoring your presence. Well.
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette.
Why not?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez.
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
Oh, that was fucking rehearsed as fuck.
Yeah.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camioneers have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
If it's not you, then who's running the drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorryman lets out a raspy croak at his own sense of humor.
Yes, yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
I wouldn't
He
be
nods
so
in a
sure
sagely
about
manner.
it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we'll need to pay a visit to Sealang then.
Guess so.
He grins contentedly, so.
We're done for now.
Alright, I think I'll have to run quite soon-ish, so we can wrap up here, honestly.
Okay.
It's been only 4 hours in-game, but we did quite a lot, I think.
Yeah, let's do one quick thing real quick, shall we?
Alright.
Can't put... Oh, wait. I already read that info blurb.
Yep.
Wish I could make another one appear.
Can I help you?
So, about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Yes, I do.
Well?
Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered.
Hey,
It's good you
something
paid
XP.
before 9 p.m., or your door would have been locked electronically.
He taps his foot against the metal box installed in the back of the bar counter.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Gart. I think I need to talk about.
What thing?
I saw a sign that the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
He tosses his head in disdain.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
He gives you a meaningful nod.
How do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Thanks,
There's
Logic.
something else I wanted to ask about.
What?
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
Yeah, that's
All
it for now.
That's all I wanted to finish before. So, we have the first half of the first day completed. So, let's save our game real quick.
I think like the first day is the most intense because you're learning everything and it doesn't actually take that much time in universe. So it feels quite overbearing.
So, thanks everybody for stopping in today.
Thanks guys and dudes and dudettes.
Just to clarify, next week starts a new schedule. Sorry, I'm stretching for me. So things are going to be a little complicated with how that goes. To keep a long story short, I have a new job that I will be employed at. The advantage, however, is that I am getting my weekends back, and I am done with my shift at 4 o'clock. Fortunately, because, I call him my co-host, but I don't consider him my co-host. I consider him the main host, so to speak. Fortunately, unfortunately, since my co-host doesn't have a whole lot else going on, we are still going to be able to make this work. I don't know when we are going to do the disco stream. I don't know if we're going to do it during the week. I know, for the most part, Yakuza is still going to be on track. We might just have to look at, how we're scheduling things with getting Zhao and Booth on board. The other option is, of course, that some streams may move to the weekend. It's also going to be dependent on what happens with Tidu in terms of his scheduling, if anything. But, we will post tweets on @SpaceBetweenAll. Look at my pinned tweet, and that will have the information on the next upcoming stream. And any further information you may be looking for there. Where can people find you, Tidu?
You can find me at CuteMeatProd on Twitter or Last Minute Essays on YouTube. And where can people find you, Void?
You can find me at SpaceBetweenAll on Twitter. We have a Discord server that you can find through the Twitch. And then we have a YouTube channel for VOD backups that you can go and see past stuff for. I think we have all of the Pathologic 2 LP on there, as well as Outer Wilds.
Yeah.
Resident Evil should be uploaded soon. Understand we're taking our time on a whole bunch of shit because we have real life going on, so we apologize if VODs are not up immediately.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the Yakuza ones. I should do this today actually.
I'm sure our audience understands, and the diest of diehards are watching when we do it, and more importantly, they also know that VODs will go up eventually.
One day, yeah.
They will be there eventually. It might just not be immediate that they get the rush of rewatching it if they actually want to curse themselves with watching what we like to call here the middest of gaming streams. So we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have
Cheers.
a nice evening. Later.